Hello, and welcome to episode 12 of ThisBoy podcast. Joined today by my glamorous assistant, Mr. Maximu, who's just enjoying some snuggles at the moment. It's not going to be a very long podcast today. I've had some health problems this week, and I'm just going to keep this short and to the point. You going down? You staying up? Doctors think I had another mini stroke, and I'm on order for rest. But since I was sitting in this chair anyway, I thought I'd just do a quick podcast. And also because tomorrow I think is the start of the Cal, so I just wanted to come on and let everyone know what was happening. Yeah, tomorrow. Right, down you go then. Oh, you missed. Okay, so up until Thursday I'd managed to get a fair amount of knitting done. I've discovered a very strange way of knitting. It's very slow. Look, it's very slow and it takes a lot more time. But I was so bored just lying watching Netflix and television, etc. and not being able to knit, so I would try it. So it means I don't have a massive amount of grip in my right hand at the moment, so I haven't got massive amounts done. Okay, so enough about the mini stroke thing. I'm recovering, that's the main thing. So we'll move on to works in progress. So again, I haven't got massive amounts on the shawl done, and I still don't have a progress keeper on this. Also, I'm recording on the iMac, excuse the clutter, because it seems to have a much better and quiet autofocus feature. And it's quite high up for the lens, so if I'm not looking at the lens, I apologise, I'm looking at the screen. So you should be able to see this without someone sounds like there's a mouse typewriting using a keyboard in the corner. So this is the progress so far. So basically from the green above is what I managed to do before Thursday, and I managed to do one whole row. You can see a little mistake where I have no idea how I did it and I didn't notice it, and I'm not tinking it back now, but I have one extra row of the navy colour. But it's coming along. You probably won't notice it too much because it's only in one section. So that is Wave-like by Stephen West. And then the socks, which do have a progress creeper, but probably haven't moved much. I don't know, maybe half an inch. So that's the Suits Are Not For Everyone colourway by Christina, the cozy knitter of the Die Another Day girls. So yeah, I've basically done another stripe and it's just started into the mint green. And I've been, working on a test knit for myself, which I misplaced, which was here a moment ago. Oh, here it is. A test knit for myself before I release this particular pattern to other test knitters. And this is it so far. There goes a ball of wool. So I'm using my chartreuse and my stonewash colour. It's coming on, it's going to have a lovely drape. And I think that's it for works in progress. Only finished object is another square on the Cozy Memories blanket. And that is Neptunian Dreams from Rusty Ferret. So I have now a whole 3 squares of my Cozy Memory blanket. It will keep me very warm. Might keep a foot warm. I right now will go on. So reaching for things with your dominant arm and you can't use it properly is difficult. Your brain doesn't process. I shall go on just now to Ravelry and draw the winner for Shattered Prism Colourway. So there was quite a few entries for this one. Just got to remember how to do this. And I need some advice from some Ravelry experts out there. So I've added an entry in for Enid, who doesn't use Ravelry. So there's going to be a slight change. We'll trial it. There'll be a slight change to how we enter for the competitions. But for now, it's sticking in Ravelry. So I have one here that I'll count, but it's not for myself, it's for Enid. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I'm just going to go to randomnumbergenerator.org. Random.org, yeah. And what did I say? 16. Number 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that is Final Herald Mage. So I'm just going to reply to them now. Congratulations, you're the winner. Big smiley face, cheesy grin. Post reply. Okay. Ow. Right. Let's see you guys again. Here we go. Or see myself again. So I'm going to do a slight change to the how you enter. I'm going to go back to doing it on the YouTube page just under the video. It's just as easy for me to count them. And it means I'm not limiting anyone who wants to enter in who doesn't have Ravelry. So for the next competitions, it's still going to be, if you're willing to pay for the postage, then that's fine. All you have to do is subscribe and leave a comment below, and we can sort it from there. So the knit along starts tomorrow. Eva spooked me by telling me it started today, and because I'm not well, I was like, oh no, I wanted to have a podcast up before it started. She was the day out, thankfully, because I thought I was the day out. So it does start tomorrow on the 1st. It's being hosted by myself and Kirsty from the Little Bee Kirsty podcast. I have, as of yesterday, opened up a chatter thread. Probably should have been done before for chatter thread, but it's up now. So you can go and tell people what you're doing and any colours you're choosing and just general chatter. If anyone like myself is a little bit stuck on a project, that's a great place to go in and do that. So go in, chat away, and then I will open another thread for kind of finished objects, or at least progress of your objects. And we'll try and keep that chatter free and see how that goes. It'll come as no surprise, I haven't had any dyeing done last week, or sewing. I have a friend coming over at the weekend who's very kindly offered, and we will do some dyeing and come up with some new colourways and re-dye up some old favourites. Bronze Goddess has gone very quiet, which is weird, but so at least there's plenty of that in. Luckily I made lots of project bags because these ones have been flying off the shelves. That's the Feeling Sheepish. I love the colourway. On Yarn Talk, I love the colours in here. And there's my little label. I'm assuming this will correct right to the correct way when I publish. This is the larger one. So yeah, they've been flying off the shelf. I think they're quite a good price, to be honest, and that's why that and the fabric, that's why people are buying them. I was contacted by Megan from Burning Impressions on Etsy. Now, if any of you have watched Die Another Day Girls as religiously as I do, you may remember they showed some of Megan's stuff off. And she so kindly and generously offered to send me stuff after I had made an order to give away on the podcast. So this week's giveaway is going to be two-part. It will be part of me, so that will be yarn in a bag, and then it will be one of Megan's gifts. So I'll show you what she sent. So she sent me 5 bags of these, one of which was my order. I'll take them out, excuse the rustling. So this, I think, is invaluable for anyone with terrible memory like me. So it's a little kind of stitch marker, progress keeper, but it has the Kitchener thing on it. So you shouldn't be able to go wrong. Because I always forget when on the front, knit off, purl, leave, purl off, knit, leave. I get so confused. So I think that is an invaluable little tool. And she very kindly emblazoned them all with ThisBoy. So this one is, I'm assuming it's a wraps per inch. It's a small ruler and it's a needle gauge. So I have got 4 sets of these to give away. She very kindly emblazoned most of them with ThisBoy so that you know where they're coming from. She sent me 2 of these, another needle gauge and conversions, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, it tells you how many wraps per inch will be for each type of yarn. So you have lace, fingering, sport, worsted, bulky and super. Then you have your needle gauge way up to the bulky. So there's 2 of them. And then one of these. So again, emblazoned with ThisBoy. And she sent me the UK version. And she calls it Soxies. Copyrighted at the Burning Impressions. His, hers, big kids, little uns and babes. So it gives you basically measure your, wrong foot again, basically measure your foot against it. It tells you the size in inches, and then all you have to do is pop it inside your sock, and then you just knit to where your foot was. Before I start the heel, and it's really clever. So it's not a sock blocker, but it certainly creates a bit of shape to the sock. So this one will be a main prize for the Cal giveaway, but for this week, so I didn't reach 300, so the giveaway will only start as soon as 300 subscribers has been reached. So I'm only 6 away. So probably by the time this goes up. The yarn I'm giving away is going to be the winner's choice. Anything from the shop. And a bag. Any one you want. If there's nothing in the shop that suits, Dave, I think I mentioned this on the last time, has been really busy and has dyed up every single colour that we have from the Jacquard and the Eurolana dyes, and has dyed small swatches of DK weight wool, and this is what they look like when they're knitted up. So this is the Accrue colourway, and what I'm going to do is get every single sample knitted up and have a picture on the shop, and then if anyone wants a solid colour or half and half or a mixture, they can then say I would like Accrue with chestnut and cherry red, for example. So that's what Dave's been working on, and I've been sitting knitting them up again. Not really this week, this was last week. I couldn't find them when I wanted to show you. So they're all waiting to be done. There's only about 50 of them to do, I think, so it won't take me long at all. So yeah, as soon as we reach 300, so get onto your friends, get them subscribing. If you've not subscribed, subscribe. 300 giveaway. It's going to be a packet of the Kitchener stitch and the little needle gauge that goes with it, a bag of your choice, and a skein of wool of your choice. It can be bronze stellina, it can be silver stellina, it can be tweed, it can be plain. I think that's all. So yeah, that was the big news. There's a card here for burning impressions, but I will put the link below. There we go. I'll try and hold it still. So go and check her out. Every single piece is a work of art, I have to say. And she was such a lovely lady to correspond with. So please go and check her out. It's worth it. And she's in Canada, I believe. Yeah, British Columbia, Canada. So yeah, I've got a couple of ideas for what I'm doing for the Cal. I've seen a TARDIS shawl. I've actually seen two, which are quite nice. Whether I'd wear them or not, I'm not 100% sure. Excuse the clicking. I'm not 100% sure if I'll wear them. If not, they'll be a gift. They'll be gifted to someone. I am participating in Eva and Charlotte's... Excuse me, I've just noticed this chair squeaking, I apologise. In their knit along, the Subway Cal. So I just have to total up. I've probably got about 400 metres in, which probably hasn't barely left the station, I don't know. And I'm just deciding which colour to do next, or my next sock blanket, cozy memory blanket square. Got a few to choose from. I think I know which one it'll be. It's going to be another Rusty Ferret. I think that's about it. My plans for next week are, as of tomorrow, to start my shawl, or shawls, probably shawl. And just to recuperate. I'm off work. I'm spending most of my time in there. It's working. I've got a bit more motion and sensation back in the fingers. It's still numb and painful up here. I just have to wait and see. There's not much else we can do, really. So that's probably going to be it. I've watched Netflix to death. I'm literally spending more time trying to find something to watch than watching something on Netflix. Same on Amazon Prime. And television is just terrible just now. Especially daytime television. I haven't had the reason to watch it in the last couple of years. And, oh my goodness. If I was feeling better and off, I would have a lot more to do. But I don't. Max is sound asleep. You can just see his tail. This was a hard life being a dog. It was a hard life. I've got some fabric I wanted to show. This is going to be the next set of bags, and I think it's one of the cutest fabrics, and I don't think I showed it. How cute is this? Like Fair Isle knitted effect fabric. It's going to be so cute. And I think I'm not just going to do zippers in this one. I'm going to do my large origami bag as well. I've probably got enough motion to try and make one of them just now, but again, I've been promising to do this origami tutorial for a while. Just life gets in the way. But that's going to be the next colour. And I've showed the camera. Actually, maybe I did show you that already. If I did, I apologise. I just wasted 3 seconds of your life. So yeah, knit along, go to Ravelry. It's just under my under ThisBoy Knits is the group, and there I've opened a chatter thread for that. The giveaway, enter below. Do you know what? Just enter now. Forget the 300. Just enter now. By the time people have entered, it's going to hit 300 anyway. So go ahead and just enter. Only enter if you're willing to pay for the postage. It should still be classed as small package, which means for me sending it to US and Canada, it's £5.10. I think £4.10 to Iceland. Because there's extra in it, it shouldn't change the weight. But it's fine, £5.10, whatever my standard postage is on Etsy. And I believe that's it. So yeah, I'd love to hear what you're all doing, if you're joining in the knit along, and what your project's going to be. So please go into the chatter thread and show what you're planning. I'm going in there today to put up pictures of the 2 shawls I'm thinking of, and I was hoping to do something a bit more abstract. I was hoping to do, if you watch Doctor Who or any kind of Star Trek-y Star Wars program, when they go into a tunnel like a wormhole, it's all very swirly, and I was hoping to do that kind of effect on a shawl. So I'm scouring through Stephen West patterns and Ravelry, but if anyone knows of any kind of swirly patterns, then let me know. I was hoping to do a bit more abstract than actually just a TARDIS on a shawl, purely because I'm not sure I would wear it as a guy. I know plenty of women that would wear it that are sci-fi obsessed. As obsessed as I am, but probably not as self-conscious about what people look at when you're a guy wearing stuff like that. I may change my mind. I may knit it and absolutely love it and never take it off. You never know. But yeah, I was hoping to do something a bit more abstract and more kind of colours and conceptual with swirls, and be able to call it like a time corridor or wormhole. So if anyone knows of anything, give me a shout below or put it into the Ravelry thread. You can enter as many objects as you like. It's crochet, sew along, anything you like, however many items. Kirsty has got some prizes looked out as well. And we're going to have a number, because there'll be another 3 of the Kitchener stitch and needle gauge, and then there's 2 wraps per inch needle gauge, and then there's the Soxies. There's going to be quite a few prizes. So enter as many times as you like, you never know. So that's it for today. It's only 22 minutes long, but I'm feeling very tired now and I'm going to my bed, unfortunately. So thanks, remember to subscribe and chat below. See you next time. That was what I forgot to put in, was I asked for your help and advice. I've tried a couple of ways to get my yarn in on Ravelry so that people can add it to stashes, etc., but it doesn't seem to work for me. So if anyone has any advice on how to add a yarn type from scratch, either get in contact on Ravelry or just type it below, and it would be very greatly appreciated. Thank you.